Hello YouTube and my fellow gun lovers. Just making a quick video today. There's not a whole lot of videos out here of 1911s with the new RMRcc on it. So for anybody who is actually interested or thinking about doing this or going this route, I just wanted to make a quick video just kind of give you an idea of what the gun looks like and just some few pros and cons that I have of it. Mainly more pros, right? There's the cons are really kind of minimal. Um, but yes, as you can see, empty, no mag, right? So don't want nobody freaking out. So kind of give you this is the idea. This is a commander size 1911. So like that's what the dot looks on there. It looks pretty nice. Personally, I would have loved to have it mounted a little bit lower, but I don't think they could because the fact that my extractor is here and the little pin for it is right there. They almost cut down to where it's at, so that's why they couldn't get lower. And then I think from what I was reading, if your extractor, if you have the 70 series style, well, not 70, right, or not, but you have a firing pin block, I think if they cut low enough, it'll render your firing pin block useless, right? It'll just work. It won't work, the firing pin block. So I shipped this off to C&H Precision, just the slide, and they're the ones who had it direct mounted, so there's no plate with it. So also this setup, there's no backup rear iron sight. You could see the front just because how it was milled in a little bit low. At the time of when I ordered this, they didn't have any plates that had a backup iron sight, so that's why I went this route, which I'm fine with. I know some people would prefer to have backup irons. Right now, I don't know if they have any plates yet that do have that. But like I said, this is the route I went with. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty awesome. So here's that's the dot. Let's see if I can get to focus on the actual. So one thing with the red dot, if you're going from irons to red dot, is there's a slight learning curve. I don't think it was anything too crazy. If you dry fire already, if you practice like draws and presenting your gun, you'll see it doesn't take too long to learn it. I picked it up kind of quick. At first, like I was kind of dumbfounded by where the dot was at when I was presenting my gun. But once I learned where the dot is at, now I'm able to draw, get it on target, and the dot's right there for me. And I feel like it's cheating. It's improved my shooting a lot. I'm an average shooter, so installing the red dot, it's really improved my shooting. My follow-up shots are a lot better. So it will point out like your issues, like if you have a shaky hand or when you pull the trigger and you flinch, you'll see that with that dot. It helps, right? I noticed that maybe my grip was a little too tight and the whole dot would shake on me. So I've been working on it. But overall, I'm super happy that I installed the red dot on there. As you can see right there, it doesn't look too crazy bright on camera, but it's really bright due to the light that's coming off of this light I have hanging here. Because I have it in auto mode. So basically auto mode, it'll adjust the brightness of the dot on its own based on ambient lighting, which I prefer. Some people don't like it. Some people, it has a lockout and they like to lock the setting they have. If you don't lock it out and you adjust your settings, after 16 hours of not pressing these buttons, activating, it will reset back to the auto, which I like. Supposedly supposed to help battery, has like a 4-year battery life. I'm gonna switch batteries out every year. I'm not gonna let it sit there for 4 years and hope that it lasts that long. But I do like how it does adjust. Like I'll be out in the sun and it'll get nice and bright, so I can still pick it up. And then if I'm shooting in the shade or something, or like closer in the evening where it's not so bright or overcast day, it'll bring the brightness down and it keeps that dot real nice and crisp, which is pretty awesome. So like I really enjoyed the red dot. Slight cons: the fact that yes, you lose the iron sights. So if you're someone who is crazy about having backup irons, or you prefer iron sights, you will lose that. Like I said, I don't know if they've already come out with plates that have it. I've also seen people with like the little hash mark right here in the back, and they'll line up with the front sight, and that'll kind of give them a reference point in case if your red dot does fail. As you can see, I have a threaded barrel, so I do run a suppressor time to time, and with that, I'm pretty sure if you run a suppressor, you know that they run dirty in a gun, or you make your gun run pretty dirty. It will get this glass super filthy. The last time I was out shooting it, it looked funny because it was just all black, and you see just a little ring of where I had to keep smearing off the residue so I could see to the dot. I put like 200, 300 rounds that day, and afterwards it sucked cleaning this. Like, I was just worried about scratching the glass, but I've kind of got the gist of it now, and it's not too bad, but it will get crazy dirty if you run a suppressor on there. And then other things, if this is like on a carry gun, it's gonna get dirty if it's a concealed carry gun. The glass on the back is gonna collect little dust and particles, maybe like slight like lint, nothing crazy. But if you're OCD, it'll bother you. Same thing with the front. It'll pick up a little dust here and there, and then the emitter in there that has like a little glass in front of it will also pick up dust, and you'll be able to see, like when the emitter shines through, you'll be able to pick up that the little dust on the dot, and it'll kind of make the dot flare a little bit. But if you clean the emitter and the glass, you'll be fine. But it's not enough to where it'll render it like useless. It's just enough to annoy you if you're kind of OCD about having your gun clean and stuff. Any other points that I could think of right now? Currently, no. I think it's a great option to go with, especially like if maybe you're getting older and you have a harder time focusing on the sights, or you just want to get quicker. It's pretty awesome. So if you're thinking about going this route, I mean, there it is. I think it looks pretty awesome on 1911. Looks great. It works great. I'm super happy with the choice that I made to go with the red dot on here. So if you're gonna do it, I'd say go for it. There's no turning back once you build it out, though. And like I said, CNH Precision, that's where I sent it. Did a great job. About a month, it was gone. I had it back. Maybe like a few days less than a month. Got it back to me pretty quick. They were pretty awesome too, because once they did mill it, once they started the process, they sent me, like, they literally texted me a picture of my slide of them milling out, which I thought was pretty awesome because I was at work and I got that picture. I was like, yeah, that was pretty awesome. It was great. So thanks to them. Did a great job. Like I said, super happy with it. I definitely recommend a red dot if you're thinking about it. So there it is.